Well, Tommy, welcome to Goldenton Road, here to join us at Bedford Blues for the 2024-25 campaign. You have been around for the last few months, which we'll talk about moving forwards. But just your reaction to signing your first professional contract ahead of the 2024-25 campaign?
Yeah, no, it's really exciting to be able to represent a club like Bedford Blues. It's really awesome. I've come here a couple of times as a kid, and like even the atmosphere of the crowd was something a bit surreal for me. Played rugby since I was 4 or 5 years old, coming through the age groups down at Olney, and just like really excited to get started. The couple of months that I was training with the club before obviously I've signed now, really helpful to me for my development, and hopefully I can just continue on that path.
Yeah, the last few months you have been training with us on training nights to help out in that front row unit. How much easier is that going to be in terms of your transition to the club next season, that you've already got a feel for this place, you know what players you're going to be working with, and you've sort of built those relationships already? You're not quite a new face joining the club as such.
Yeah, no, so obviously, like you said, I trained with the club for a couple of months. The front row transition from my colts to the adult was fairly difficult, but when I've come down here, they've been really helpful and being able to give me some tips and hopefully improve my set piece. And yeah, the boys here are fantastic, helping me settle in, and hopefully I can transition well and keep my game going like the army game.
We were speaking off camera there a little bit about how the opportunity here at Bedford first came about. Mike came down to watch a game. It wasn't particularly known that he was coming down to the game. That probably helped you in the sense of it wasn't a trial in effect, if that makes sense. But he was saying that you stood out very well. You must be pleased looking back on it about how you managed to show him what you could bring to the game.
Yeah, no, definitely. So obviously I didn't actually know he was going to be there, so it helped me sort of not focus that he was there and just play my game. And hearing words like sticking out like a sore thumb, like Mike's said, it's really cool to hear from somebody of his prowess and experience. So yeah, I'm really happy with his comments, and like I said, that game I've sort of been able to put my style on it almost. So yeah, I thought it really helped.
If that wasn't a trial in effect, the Army game in essence did become a trial. Obviously you would know that Mike would have been watching that game, and actually fair play to the Olney Massive, as we call them. They all came down and supported you as well. How were the nerves in that game for you? Because I guess the talk would have been about, potentially be something for you next season. You kind of had to show it in front of a Goldenton Road crowd as well. If the game at Olney where Mike was there you didn't know, you would have known there was a lot of pressure on you that day against the Army here.
Yeah, definitely. So when I found out that I was being used in that Army game, the nerves got to me a little bit, first of all, but also excitement to be able to show myself. And by being asked to come down and train, I just sort of then realised that I do have the talent and the capacity to push on and join a club like Bedford. Even if it was on a short-term sort of training period, I did have the capacity to get there. I actually was more nervous once I found out that the Olney boys were coming, funnily enough, because they were supposed to have a game and it got cancelled, and then the group chat was messages sending across, and it's, right, we're coming to watch you, and then when I was running out, the Bedford fans were loud, but then also all the Olney boys sat next to the tunnel cheering me on. It was a really cool experience.
And that first Taste of Goldenton Road, obviously you'll be looking to do that again next season. It was probably easier in a way. It wasn't quite a full capacity crowd because it was more of a friendly fixture, but I guess it's planted that seed for you, excitement to run out at Goldenton Road next season.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said earlier, I've been a few times as a kid, and even the noise then was like unbelievable for me as a kid. But then, like you said, it wasn't fully packed out. But I mean, even the noise is something that I've never really experienced before, and I can't wait to get running out into a full Goldenton Road with the noise behind us.
Let's move into next season, 2024-25 campaign. You join a club that's had 2 fourth place finishes in the last 2 seasons. Things are going well here, and I guess you just want to be part of a squad that continues building that momentum, for want of a better phrase.
Yeah, 100%. So obviously you said there 2 fourth place finishes. I come in really competitive myself. I love all sorts of sports, but I also just love to win. So obviously the other teams in this league are extremely hard and like got stacked squads, like good players. But I do believe that the team here at Bedford have got a lot of potential and that we can definitely push on and we'll be aiming to definitely push up from fourth.
Next season, another new face alongside yourself as our new forwards coach. Tom Cruise comes into the building in a couple of weeks' time to start pre-season. For you, that must be an unbelievable chance to progress under somebody that is not only in your same position, but as a front row forward has played hundreds of games, particularly in the top flight, known at Wasps, coming to us from Northampton. For you, that must be an unbelievable chance to learn from one of the best in your positions moving forwards.
Yeah, it's a brilliant prospect. I mean, Tom Cruise, excellent player for like Wasps, Saints, things, and I've been watching him for a long time because I'm a bit of a rugby nose. But yeah, I mean, the prospect of working with him and Mike as well, like the experience on show, and also Tom Cruise, excellent hooker, my position, so I'll be looking to definitely pick his brain and get some more tips and tricks to help me improve and develop as much as possible. But yeah, really exciting prospect.
This interview will go out over the weekend ahead of what is a third week of player announcements. We don't want to spoil too much, but for the fans who've taken the time to listen to this interview, we don't mind saying James Fish is going to re-sign next week. There is continuity in the front row, players that you've worked with in these past few months training-wise, as well as Tom Cruise. You've got a player in James Fish that has played nearly 100 games at Northampton in the top tier. He's really shown himself, and you, in effect, with Jacob Fields retiring, become James Fish's understudy next season, another person that you can learn a lot from.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, like Jacob Fields was really helpful as well when I joined. Shame to sort of see him depart, but yeah, I think Fish will be like really good to have around the club. And even my first training session here, sort of walking down to the club and meeting him was like nervous for me because I've watched him down at Saints and I've watched him a little bit here at Bedford as well. Guy with his experience and his skill level is just like perfect for me because as I'm coming in, I'm still a youngster, so being able to pick up as many tricks and help me develop is really cool. And he's such a good guy and such a good player that it's just awesome to have somebody to learn from, like you said, become his understudy and just pick his brain about anything I can.
Well, Tommy, it's great to have you with us on the journey for the 2024-25 campaign. Sure, we'll catch up when you rejoin the squad for pre-season in a couple of weeks, but enjoy the rest of your summer and we'll catch up soon.
Perfect, thank you. See you soon.